viewers, Patrick here at Spartansuppz.com with a supplement review on Redcon1 Breach Ballistic. This is their Redcon1's amino / energy product based on the original Breach, which is their intra-workout products. We are going to go over the ingredients. We'll go over the breakdown, the dosing of each of the ingredients, interaction. We're going to go over effects since it is a energy boosting product. We'll go over flavors, mixability, value for money, and I'll give you my thoughts on it. And we'll also tell you how we think you should use this product. So let's jump straight into it. On screen now, you're going to see one of these things, a nutritional information panel for this here Redcon1 Breach Ballistic. Now, each one of these serves has got 10.5 grams of active ingredients, and there is 30 serves per container. We've got a little bit of sodium and potassium. These are your electrolytes to keep you hydrated. That is the ideal ratio to basically have about double the amount of potassium as you have sodium. The meat and potatoes, the branched chain amino acids, BCAAs. So there's a 2:1 ratio of leucine to isoleucine and valine. This is the proven and most effective ratio because think of it as a team effort. When you're looking to stimulate muscle protein synthesis, which is the rebuilding of muscle, that ratio is scientifically proven to be the most effective. There's 5 grams of it, which is a pretty good amount. Could it be a little bit higher? Yeah, if you were looking for the absolute most recovery, but being this is a recovery / energy product, I think the dosing is pretty good. And if you wanted to, you could always have a slightly heap scoop to get up to that 3 grams of leucine in that 2:1 ratio. Next up, we've got a gram of glycerol. Glycerol monostearate, we don't know it's just plain glycerol, it's not hydromax glycerol. However, a gram is it's a nice amount. It could again be a bit higher. Clinical dose is about 2 grams, but glycerol acts as a cell volumizer, so it works to attract water into the cell. Think of it as like magnetizing water into the muscle cell. When a muscle cell is hydrated, it functions much better. Everything happens in the base of water, so if it's dehydrated, the functioning of that cell is diminished, and it's quite significant. 2% drop in hydration, 20% drop in performance. So excellent addition alongside the electrolytes. Next up, 1 gram of taurine. Taurine is a very abundant amino acid, but a very useful one. It's great in intra-workout because it helps with muscular endurance, helps a little bit with mental focus, and it helps with the uptake of branch chains as well. So we've got nutrients to help draw the amino acids into the muscle cell in the glycerol, and something to help absorb it in the taurine. A gram is a very big dose and a great addition to any intra-workout product. Next up, we're going to be choline bitatrate. 500 milligrams. This is your nootropic type product. This is going to help with mental focus, crosses blood-brain barrier, and increases the amount of it acts as a source for acetylcholine. Choline is excellent. It's one of my personal favorite ingredients. It gives you a real sharp, clean sort of feeling. 500 megs is a pretty damn good dose of it, and you get a really switched on, alert sort of feeling. So it will help you to keep on task, keep on point, and keep you focused on the task at hand. Cool thing about choline is you get a nice sort of like clean sense of well-being as well. Big fan of the ingredient, and the dosing of it's really good. Next up, we've got our energy blend. So we've got 50 megs of caffeine anhydrous. This is your faster acting caffeine. The most common form of caffeine, very readily available, a very good amount of it too. It's not too over the top, so it's going to give you a nice little gentle push, but nothing too crazy. Caffeine anhydrous, great for energy, great for central nervous system stimulation, and lasts for an hour-ish. Next up, we've got some di-caffeine malate, which is caffeine bound to malic acid. Now, it's 75% caffeine, 25% malic acid. There's 50 milligrams of it, which yields 37.5 milligrams of actual caffeine. So this is more of a sustained release sort of effect. So think of this combo as being faster than the medium. Again, it's going to give you the same effects as caffeine anhydrous, just faster. It's a little bit slower acting, sorry. Going to help keep you on point for a bit longer, and it's going to make it a much smoother transition. Which rolls into our next, which is theobromine. Now this is sourced from cacao plant. It is occurring in chocolate in very small amounts. You need to eat a lot of chocolate to get it, but acts as a much longer acting form of caffeine. You get a very minimal amount. The yield's quite low. You're only yielding 4 to 6 milligrams for this 50 milligram serve, but it does give you a nice, smooth, long-lasting effect. So think fast, medium, slow with the caffeine anhydrous, di-caffeine malate, and the theobromine. Total milligrams of caffeine in this is going to be about 82.5 to 84 milligrams. So it's not too over the top. It's about the same as having a cup of coffee, but it's going to give you a much smoother, longer lasting, more focused sort of energy that you would get from caffeine than the caffeine you'd get out of coffee, because that is a very fast acting source. So that's what's in it. So you've got branch chains, hydration factors, things to improve amino acid uptake, and then you've also got your sustained release energy blend and your mental focus. So it definitely ticks all the boxes in terms of energized BCAA. It's got the energy, it's got the BCAA, it's got some added bits and pieces to help with uptake. So the formula is very good. Redcon have not come out with an underwhelming product yet, and this certainly is not in that category either. Let's mix a little bit up and see what it mixes like. It comes in 3 flavors. It comes in a strawberry kiwi, blue lemonade, which is blueberry lemonade, and watermelon, which we're going to try here today. So it's quite a big serve. You can see the scooper. There's a lot of ingredients. Now, if you view the king product in this, the most popular product in this category is Optimum's Amino Energy, which is good bang for your buck, but doesn't have a whole lot of aminos in it. So this is definitely more of a well-rounded product in terms of an actual amino product with an energy component to it. 500 mils of liquid, as always, about 20 ounces, in a Spartansuppz blender bottle. A few shakes, no blended ball in there. Got a moderately clean glass. Redcon do not use artificial colors in there, so it's got a milky sort of a tinge. Mixability is pretty good. You can see a little bit of floated action there, mainly from the glycerol, but for the most part, pretty good. A little foam, which is a good sign of the amino acid content. Let's try it out. Pretty damn good. The Redcon flavors, particularly in the aminos, are a little on the lighter side. I personally like that. They're not too overly sweet. Some American products can be a bit on the tart or just over sweetened sort of side, but this is quite nice and quite refreshing. In order of my personal preference of flavors, I would put watermelon as number 1, blueberry lemonade number 2, and then strawberry kiwi number 3. The flavors are exactly the same. If you've had the intra-workout Breach, the regular Breach version, the flavors are literally exactly the same. So if you liked watermelon Breach, you will definitely like watermelon Breach Ballistic. So definitely a tick in the flavors box. In terms of the effects, since it is a combo amino / energy product, pretty good. Like, you're getting a good recovery. You're getting a legitimately good recovery product. If you wanted a little bit of a kick with it as well, then this is exactly what you want. If I had to be honest, I think the other products in this category at present, some of them lack in the amino side and definitely a bit overdosed in the energy side, since that's the cheaper component of the product. I think Redcon did a pretty good job with this product of making it a very ethical and efficacious product in terms of the dosing. Value for money wise, it's $59.95 and there's 30 serves, so pretty much $2 a serve. Comparative to other products in this category, it's expensive. Like, it's $20 more than your equivalent amino energy, which is the category leader for sales. However, there is significantly more amino acids in here. There's also a much better energy blend, and it has expensive ingredients such as choline. So I think that the increase in price is justifiable. If you just wanted a cheap energy kick, this would not be the product. You would absolutely go for an amino energy. If you wanted a proper amino product that actually has a good energy and focus blend to it, this would be the one. I find that the energy on this is quite clean. It's not too over the top. You could certainly have this as a throughout the day type pick-me-up thing. You could have it during your workout. You could even have it as part of your pre-workout if you wanted. And you get a nice little boost in long-lasting sort of energy and a nice boost in mental focus. You just feel like you get more done. I personally like to have this throughout the day as more of a work / study aid. Being able to do a lot of computer work helps keep me on point. That being said, one thing to be wary of with energized amino products in general is if you're sipping on aminos all day, do not be sipping on this all day. You could, however, be wary of your caffeine intake, please. There's about 80-85 milligrams of total caffeine in a serve of Breach Ballistic, and be wary of your overall caffeine intake for the day. If you're drinking 2 or 3 scoops of this in a day and then having pre-workout and maybe a fat burner and so on, you're probably going to be over a gram of caffeine, which is quite a lot. How best to use this product? You could use it throughout the day as a amino recovery study aid mental focus product. It would also be, the application where I see this as being pretty cool is almost to have a low stimulant type pre-workout-y option. If you were to stack this alongside Redcon1 Big Noise, which is their non-stimulant pre-workout, you've got aminos, you've got some energy, you've got focus, you've definitely got great muscle building characters, you've got the pump factors without a doubt, and you've got the things to improve muscular performance. So you could either stack them together pre-workout or have your Big Noise pre and have this intra, so you're getting a very low caffeine pre-workout sort of pre/intra-workout stack. It would also stack very well alongside Cluster Bomb, which is their carbohydrate product if you're looking to put on muscle size, improve performance and recovery. There isn't a lot of lower stimulant pre-workouts around, so if you wanted to get a little bit of caffeine without being too over the top and still get something that's going to help with muscle building / muscle recovery and mental focus, this would be a pretty cool addition to add into something such as Redcon1 Big Noise or maybe even Blackstone Labs Hype Extreme. A little bit of kick, coffee type thing, fruit flavored, added aminos in there, which is going to help prevent muscle catabolism and promote muscle anabolism, muscle building. So pretty cool application, but like I said, please be wary of your overall caffeine intake. I don't want people to be replacing their all-day aminos with this. If you've been drinking Breach throughout the day and you replace it with this, make a reduction somewhere else in your caffeine intake so you don't turn into a stim pig, basically. That is pretty much it. The review on Redcon1 Breach Ballistic done. It is available now at Spartansuppz.com. $59.95, free shipping on any order over $100, and we also now have new lower international shipping rates where you can get anything from budget low cost all the way to DHL Express for a much lower price. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this review, please make sure to hit the like button down below. Drop a comment with your feedback. We reply to every single comment. And remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date with all the latest content. Thank you again for watching. I'm Patrick from Spartansuppz.com.